Struggling to draw trend lines that actually work with your strategies? In this video, I'm going to cover how trend lines can actually help you save you from your losses for a lot of profit and actually flip your strategy around so you can become a profitable trader. Let's get into it. Today, we are going to take a look at drawing some trend lines. We're going to go over retests, breakouts, fake outs, just so you can prepare for whatever the market is throwing at you. And this will apply to whatever you're trading, right? The perps, futures, forex, stocks, general crypto, swing trading, meme coins, whatever you are kind of trading, you want to be looking at these trend lines, okay? I'm going to go over a specific trade that actually helped me get out and save a lot of money and flip the other direction in order to make a lot of money, okay? So I'm going to go over this exact trade here. But first, you're going to be first very confused about how to draw a trend line. I remember I was like, how do they know how to connect points? Eventually, it'll be like practicing or drawing anything else, right? At first, you don't know how to dribble a basketball, but you practice it enough times, you get better at it. Same with walking, talking, reading, kind of anything in life. So you just need to be able to practice these things in order to get better at it. So if we're looking at the 1 minute time frame here on Bitcoin, we'll just keep it simple today. You can see we can connect a lot of points here, right? And I'm usually playing on the 1 minute, 5 minute time frame, whatever time frame you are playing on. Make sure you are drawing the trend lines for those entries and exit points. You're going to have breakouts and fake outs to the downside, okay? So this would be an example of a possible fake out to the downside. You'll see here, we have a strong uptrend going, right? From this point, we're creating higher lows. This is all in general market structure. We have a lot of points connecting. A lot of people with trend lines, they'll try to connect 2 to 3 points. Really, the more points your trend line is hitting, the better. You'll see a lot of points are hitting right here. Okay, so this is exactly what we want. You'll see we had a breakdown. So a lot of people here might think we might get a retest. Now, why is this a fake out here? Okay, this is a fake out because it's not necessarily a very strong break, right? We don't have like 3 big, strong, bearish candles going down here. We have a couple of bearish 1 minute candles, a bullish candlestick, bearish, bullish, comes up to retest it, tries to come down again, and then just pops back up. Okay, so this was probably just a pullback in this general uptrend. This is why it's actually great to draw these trend lines because it helps you to see the market structure more clearly. This white line I have down here is actually previous day low. Go over this trade here. Here's our previous day low, okay? So I'm always marking, if you move to the daily time frame, we're scalping on the 1 minute, but I'm always marking the previous day high and low candle. Don't overcomplicate this. This is the candle here. You're just marking from wick to wick and marking out that area. Because a lot of times during the day, we'll be scalping on the 1 minute or 5 minute. You're going to see price either break through these lines, and you can look for retests, for higher highs, take longs, or to the downside, as it's doing now, take shorts, or maybe it resisted the top coming down back towards this previous day low, which is exactly what it did today. So back to this overall trend line, you'll see we had a fake out to the downside. Already covered why this was a fake out, even though it retested it perfectly. If you move to the 5 minute, it's probably just a little wick down to the downside. You'll see this isn't a very good break on this trend line in order enough to determine if you should make it short or not. It wicked up. We got some more bullish candlesticks signaling. We're probably going to continue on with this uptrend we have. Okay. So this would be considered a possible fake out for a short to the downside, even though we did get a retest there. The candlesticks on the 1 minute just weren't strong enough to get that break to the downside. We had a lot of back and forth here. Usually you want a stronger break, and I'm going to show you that next here. So a real break can go ahead and move to this actual trade that was taken on the short. Check out this break here, okay? 1 minute time frame on Bitcoin. And Solana followed this. I'm usually trading Solana. But we draw our general kind of uptrend. We're connecting a lot of points here. We got this point. I'm going to ignore that. And we got this point connecting. So we have a lot of points connecting here, right? Your trend line's not going to perfectly line up. It's a chart. It's not going to perfectly touch it all the time, but you can see, try to break through here, came back up. Now, this is what saved me here. This trend line saved me from this long play. I thought, hey, maybe we're reversing here because hindsight 2020, right? So looks totally different now. But I thought, hey, we had a bullish divergence on the 5-minute actually. Okay, so we had a bullish divergence on the 5-minute. However, this was just a pullback in our higher time frame downtrend. Okay, so you'll see here, we move to higher time frames. This is a complete downtrend. We have lower highs being made. This is all it came up to. It's even retesting it here, which is funny. Moving on the chart, it's retesting it back here all the way throughout the day. So you'll see these trend lines will come back and retest these areas. I've had trend lines up on accident for months, and it will sometimes come back to those trend lines. A lot of people don't know that, but it does happen. Okay. So this saved me from a long position. I was able to get out here and save a lot of money and flip my direction to a short. Now you'll see this break is a lot different from that fake out break we just went over. This is a big breakdown. Look at this huge bearish candlestick. It's not a little tiny bearish candlestick, then a bullish candlestick, then another bearish candlestick, then following this back up. No, it's a straight breakdown with a long bearish candlestick. Came back to this previous day low, then broke past our previous day low. So looking for a retest at this area, we were able to get in this trade and take the short all the way down. Okay. But as soon as I saw this long just break through this trend line, I'm like, we got to get out. Get out of this trade, save some money, and we'll flip to a short, especially since we had the candle. If we move to the 5-minute here, see exactly what it looks like on the 5-minute. Look at this huge break on this candlestick. And what else? We have a lot of bearish candlesticks. So this is a huge break to the downside. It's not like what we saw on that fake out to the downside on the previous trend line. So the previous trend line was a fake out. This is an actual breakout and when you can be looking for a short trade. Same could apply to a long trade. If we had a strong bullish candlestick, maybe with multiple other bullish candlesticks, you could be looking for that long trade. Okay, so these are all things we are paying attention to here. So there's fake outs and breakouts. And those are the two things that we just covered there, fake outs and breakouts. Now let's just look at drawing trend lines overall. Okay, we'll just play with this graph right now since it's up. But you'll see here, I'm just trying to connect these 2 points, right? Connecting this bottom. Look how perfectly these points connect. Try to break through, It's still inching upward. Probably didn't. Once again, not really a strong breakdown. I bet even on the 5-minute, we got some bullish candlesticks again. This probably looks a lot weaker than it does on the 1-minute. So move to the 5-minute. See what this break actually looks like. So not exactly like the break we saw on that 5-minute back here, right? Another fake out probably to the downside. It's just following this uptrend up and we're getting, what are we getting? Higher highs here too as well. This is almost a perfect channel here. It's coming back and forth into this channel. Could follow it up, okay? What you could be doing is taking a look at longs or shorts here in between this channel. So you're just trying to connect 2 to 3 points, make this trend line, for instance, these 2 to 3 points here, and drawing those trend lines to make sure they connect, okay? Let's take a look at support and resistance real quick. So this is key as well. You're going to see retests on these support and resistance levels. So, for instance, we can draw, look at all these wicks lining up on the 1-minute here, right? Got a lot of wicks, got a lot of double bottom going on here with some bullish divergences signaling we could get a push upward. Now, if we draw this area, let's say we attach this wick, see it's trying to pop above it, What do we get? A lot of retests here. We got a retest of the support line here. Got almost another retest here, almost another retest here. Signaling it's holding this kind of general area. Even this, right? And holding this general area of the support area. Just moving these support lines up with these horizontal lines or trend lines as well. So these will help you clearly see on the graph if you're in an uptrend or downtrend. So if you should be taking shorts or longs, if we're looking at the past here, moving to the 15 even, Higher time frames are going to really help you see this. How far can this uptrend really go up? If you were taking a long here and we're on the 15, and maybe we're drawing our trend line connecting this point, here's the kind of upward, here's the breakdown, right? You'll see this retest of the top of the trend line before it broke down again. Now we're coming up again on it. Is it going to blow past this area? Is it going to blow past this area with a strong breakout? Or are we going to resist and expect some more downward movement to the downside? Okay, so if you were in a long here, you may want to start thinking about take profits at this trend line because it could just keep going down with this trend line and resist that area. So these are all things to be looking at with these trend lines, especially on the higher time frames. Now, you don't want a million trend lines up on your chart, right? These are just to generally help you with additional confluences. Or, for instance, that trade I took this morning, seeing, oh, that trend line broke, I got to get out of this long and probably flip to a short in order to remain in profit for the day, which is exactly what happened. That strong breakdown really helped me get out of this area. I drew this trend line and I was like, ooh, if it breaks that, we're screwed. So it broke it pretty well. And I was like, I'm out, and got out fairly quickly, able to save a lot of money and ride the short down instead. So this is how these trend lines can really help you. Once again, you're going to have to watch out for the fake outs I showed you. Watch out for those breakouts. Look at support and resistance levels as well. And look at those retests. It could be with a support and resistance level. It could be with a diagonal trend line as we drew. But this will also help you see those higher lows or lower highs, whatever it may be, more clearly on your trend line. All right. If you are looking to learn more about perps, futures trading, meme coin trading, whatever you're here for, or general technical analysis and trading, I do have a course going over that. If you are interested, if not, that's cool too. But I cover crypto, market caps explained, trading psychology, setting up your crypto trading account with VPN if you're in a restricted country, trading view mastery, go over a lot of TA concepts I wish I would have known in the beginning. Feel like a lot of courses cover a few strategies and throw you to the winds, but this is everything I wish I would have known in the beginning, from liquidity sweeps, candlesticks, chart patterns, price action, changes character, breaks of structure, order blocks, Elliott wave, price actions, so on and so forth, and then strategies as well that I use pretty much every day to become that profitable trader. So I also do live trading in my group, 8:30 a.m. Central to 10 a.m. Central, 8:30 p.m. Central to 10 p.m. Central, Monday through Friday, minus Friday nights, right? No real volume in the market on Fridays. But that is also available and recorded if you can't make those sessions as well. I do record them. I record my wins. I record my losses, just so you can see what exactly I'm looking at the chart. I know when I was first beginning, really watching people live trade and seeing how it was done really kind of helped me out. It's a totally different mindset, right? I still struggle with a lot of things as well. You're trading with your emotions. You're trading with discipline. You're trying to learn patience, trying to up your game mentally overall. So that is what I am here to help with. If you do have questions on this video or would like to tell me what you would like to see next, please do so below and I will be sure to do it. Thank you. Bye.